right now, Robert LeClair is with us. He's a selectman with the town of Wrentham, Massachusetts. Wrentham, RENTHAM.MA.US. Robert, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
First of all, am I pronouncing your town's name right?
Wrentham.
Wrentham, yeah, okay. You have proposed a bill that says that if a couple are getting divorced, they're not allowed to have sex. Do I have that right?
No, that's not very true. That's what's coming out. I'm getting a lot of flack on this bill.
I can imagine.
It's just a one-sentence bill, and it's not really that.
Okay, what is it really then?
Well, really, it's that during the divorce process, which is a critical time, and very emotional, and while it's going on, and that is that it's only the having sex or a dating relationship in the marital home while this is going on. It's just in the marital home.
So you want to ban people from having sex in their own house if they're getting divorced. I agree with you that sometimes divorces are emotionally wrenching experiences. On the other hand, I've had several friends through the course of my life who got divorced, who remained good friends, who even continued as boyfriend, girlfriend, or had sex occasionally years later or at the time. Right. It was just like no big deal. They just decided they didn't want to be married anymore. I mean, it seems like you're putting everybody in the same blender here.
No, I'm not. No, it's just to protect for those cases, and it's mostly when the complaints they say it's an infringement on individual rights.
Yes, that's what I would say. Divorce is a personal issue. Do we really want big government looking in our bedroom saying, "Hey, you can't have sex. You're getting a divorce"? But
it's only during that. It's a very short, limited duration.
But that word "but" that you just put in there is this huge qualifier. You actually want the power of government, guys with guns, the police, to be able to kick in the door and see if you're having sex with your wife before you're divorced?
No, that's not true. That's not true. And most of those...
Well, that's what you just described.
Well, no, not really. The bill, it says it shall not conduct a dating or sexual relationship within
right.
the home.
Does this have criminal penalties or civil penalties?
Those are the penalties no, they don't have. Those are mostly civil penalties.
So you're not making this a law? You're just making this a resolution, a statement of policy?
No, it's actually a law.
Okay, then if it's a law, then it can be enforced by police and courts. And
it's enforced same way as any support enforcement law.
Sure. So if you don't pay child support, the police can show up, put a gun in your face, take you off to jail. So you're suggesting that during that period of time between the filing of a divorce and the finalization of a divorce, if the man and woman decide that they want to have sex in their own bedroom, maybe they're trying to resolve put their marriage back together. If they want to have sex in their own bedroom in their own house, you want the police to show up and make sure that they're not having sex, or if they are having sex, arrest them and charge them with a crime.
That's misinterpreting and misconstruing the bill, and it's actually maligning it, but it's not that.
Well, if it's a law, police enforce laws, don't they? Or are you going to enforce it? Are you going to knock on their door? I mean, how are you going to make sure that people don't have sex?
Well, that's not up to me. That's up to the court.
Well, if it's up to the court, the police are the officers of the court.
Yeah, most of these cases come up during a complaint. And most of the serious complaints involve the wife and boyfriends being intimate in the marital home where the children lived and while the divorce process was ongoing.
Right.
So the stage is crucial. And it involves children. You have all the live-in situations, for example.
There are already laws in the books in Massachusetts. I know for a fact because I used to run a community for abused kids in New Hampshire. We took a lot of referrals from Massachusetts. There are laws on the books right now in Massachusetts that if anybody believes that a child is being endangered by behavior in the household, that child can be pulled out of the home and the parents can be put in jail. Those are already on the books. I have seen it done.
Yeah, that's true. I don't disagree with that.
So why are you having intercourse police?
Well, this is not, I'm not...
I mean, is this going to be part of the Vice Squad?
No, it's not even going to be part of the mattress police.
The mattress police. Okay, so we're creating a new branch of the police department?
It's not going to be part of that. Where you remove the tag, the police will come in? No. These cases come up when there's a complaint filed by either the father and they go to court.
Right.
They file a complaint that says my wife has a live-in boyfriend.
Right, and in front of the kids, and it's not a good thing, and all that kind of thing. And what I was saying is that there's already a mechanism for resolving that without putting people in jail, and that is to go to the Department of Children and Youth Services and file a complaint, and a judge will hear it quickly. Actually, a social worker will be assigned.
And this is the case also where a judge will hear it quickly if the complaint is filed.
But how do you know that they're? How do you know that they're? Are we going to put the way that we keep ex-felons, who are on early parole, or maybe this guy, this alleged rapist in New York, he's walking around with an ankle bracelet on. Are we going to create a new device that we can put between the mattress and the bed springs that detects rapid squeaking?
Of course not. That's ridiculous, and I know that's ridiculous.
Good. I'm reassured, sir. I'm reassured.
The intent of the law, this law, is strictly to prevent domestic violence cases, and those cases.
Well, sex isn't violence.
Domestic violence cases where, sometimes there's a live-in boyfriend or live-in girlfriend.
Right.
And it's limited. This bill doesn't care who is sleeping with whom. Believe me, it doesn't. And judges don't even care who is sleeping with whom.
Well, and a social worker, if who is sleeping with whom is harmful to the children, will make that determination and will intervene. And there's a whole variety of interventions available to those courts. But that should be decided by a court, not by police, shouldn't it?
Of course. And
but you're suggesting that police should have the power. Again, if you're making this something that is the force of law, what am I missing here?
Well, it's missing it says that, and then the law itself, itself says unless the express permission is granted by the courts. People have made fun of that you have to go to court to get permission to have sex. Right. That's not true. That's not true in this case. It's just in those cases, you have to remember, my rationale for this is that doesn't come from hearsay or anything like that. I've been a divorce counselor in thousands of cases. Yeah. And
I understand you've been through it yourself.
Well, I've been through, but not that part of it.
I want to tell you, I honor your goal of protecting the children, but it just seems like this is a step too far.
Well, you may. A lot of people think that, and of course I have to explain it that I'm going to try to debunk this in a testimony.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well, Robert, we're out of time, but you've had your say and you did it well, and keep us up to date on how it's going, eh?
Yeah, the most important bill I have is a shared custody bill, so I wish you would.
Okay, that's another topic for another time. Robert LeClair, he's a selectman with the town of Wrentham, Mass. Wrentham.ma.us. Thank you, Robert.